Well, the Legislative Black Caucus of Maryland is listing out their priorities for this session. One of them is a law that changes how many juvenile cases are prosecuted. The bill would mean some of the most violent juvenile crimes would automatically start in juvenile court instead of adult court. City State's Attorney Ivan Bates spoke out against that plan earlier this year.
I think there's a movement to say every single case involving a juvenile should automatically start in juvenile court. We're going to fight that like nothing you can imagine, because we recognize how terrible that will be for the community.
Now, the head of the state's Attorneys Association in Maryland says the state's other top 23 prosecutors agree. We take a closer look at the debate over this controversial bill. It's called the Youth Equity and Safety Act, or YES Act.
This is a public safety bill.
Senator Will Smith, chair of the Judicial Proceedings Committee, says he'll back the legislation this year.
You're going to get better public safety outcomes when you get used the services and the supports that they need so that they don't recidivate.
If the bill passes, 75% of crimes that now start in adult court would start in juvenile court instead, with some of the most violent cases staying in adult court.
We are against it. The 24 state's attorneys are not in favor of automatic filing in juvenile court for a number of reasons.
The president of the Maryland State's Attorneys Association calls it a threat to public safety. One of his big concerns is slowing down the judicial process. He points to a law saying in juvenile cases, a Department of Juvenile Services officer has 25 days to decide whether to make an arrest in any given case.
So if a person shot up a school and the police had to go to a DJS intake officer, and an officer can take up to 25 days to decide whether or not to make an arrest, it's very cumbersome, it's very slow.
Another concern is DJS's ability to handle more cases. If this bill passes, the department would be flooded with new cases that Rich Gibson says he's not sure they'd be able to handle.
DJS's cup overfloweth right now, and they can't really handle it. They're not showing society that they are handling the kids they currently have, the portion of the kids they currently have, exceptionally well. The conversation would be very different if DJS was really handling the kids they currently have exceptionally well.
Rich Gibson says there are already avenues for young people who are better suited for juvenile court to be transferred there, even in the most serious cases. He says state's attorneys would prefer to keep things operating the way they are now.
I'm Mary Bubala. Thank you for watching. Here's another video for you to watch. Also take some time to subscribe to our YouTube channel.